sweet, something like pie.
Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright. Had no need to fight tonight. Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright. Had no need to fight tonight. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today.
I pulled a you people.
Yeah. I sent you a text, but it looked like you caught it in time.
Well, we already got through the first song, and then I was like, we were into the second. I'm like, oh, there's nobody. Oh, I know what I did. I pulled a you people.
What's up, Mad Max? Just a guy having fun. What's up, guys?
What's going on? How are we doing this lovely Saturday? Just a guy with all this rain. How are we doing? Did you get any of that rain? See, I wasn't even looking. My bad.
Fuck you. You ain't my daddy.
That's hilarious. Love it. So what are we up to today, good citizen? Do we got Tyra on? Today was supposed to be Tyra Day.
Tyra Day. All day.
Every day. Tyra Day.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I heard you warn her. I'm pretty sure that Saturday was the day.
She came on last night, but apparently she couldn't deal with something and she had to go, or she had to deal with something and she had to go. I'm not quite too sure on that one. It was very vague. Excuse me. But we really didn't get too much out of her. I mean, I asked her a couple of questions, but she pretty much skirted around the questions. I didn't really get a good answer on it. So I don't know, but maybe she'll redeem, and we'll get a few answers out of her. Do we have her today?
At least she sent you your information request, though, right?
Which one?
Any of them, right?
Well, she sent me a couple, but I haven't received exactly like the big ones that I've been looking for. But they're not even like big, but I consider them big. You know what I'm saying? But I've got plenty of pretty much denials with the no responses. So I'm not too happy about that. But I asked about that, and apparently she's busy with all of her different hats that she has taken on.
She wears a lot of hats.
But is that an excuse?
Oh no.
I mean, My opinion. Is that an excuse? Like, you took on those roles, you should be able to handle the duties of those roles. I don't take on like five different jobs. That's not me. Fuck
Right.
that. Not that I'm lazy, but I'd like to make sure that the one job I'm doing is right
Yeah.
instead of trying to rush around. Did I remember to do this on this job? Did I remember to do that on that job? Did I remember to do this over here? Did I remember to do that over there? Oh, I've got fucking 50 things hitting me at once. Oh shit, over here. What the fuck? I
Yeah.
gotta handle all this. I
You
mean, hell,
people,
yo,
I have been in the library. Okay. So,
yeah,
right. Right.
right?
Right behind you, Appomattox.
Corey, what's up, brother? Good to see
That
you.
is what's going up in the picture the most. It's funny.
Miss
Yeah.
Cat, good to see you.
Yeah. Good to see you guys in chat. Thanks for coming. We definitely got a lot to talk about.
Right?
Last night
Definitely.
that was something else, man. I've never seen anything quite like that done on YouTube. I'm glad that we was able to make that happen. I thought we made a little progress.
I thought we made a little progress, but then, of course, me being me, and apparently I'm the mean one. Um, I'm the mean one. I did a little bit of research, and I found out that a couple of things that just was kind of disconcerting to me about the conversations that we had. Kind of like Joe. We'll take Joe. I hear he's not really the head coach.
He's not.
That's what I'm hearing, and documentation states that he gets paid a head coach wage, but apparently just drives the bus.
Oh shit. So he's a bus driver?
He's a highly paid bus driver.
Right on. I'm looking for a job like that,
Shit. Fuck
you know.
yeah. Anytime that you can take kids' lives at risk, let me tell you.
Right.
I mean,
Beats
just
beats being
stories,
the marshal and going around tasing them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
fuck, I was thinking
No,
about
and
being the marshal, tasing these little
well,
fucking kids around here. But I mean, hell, if I get paid better to drive the bus,
right.
that'd
Well,
be
and I
cool.
don't mean to come off like really harsh on the guy because we had a good conversation. He seemed like a good guy last night and seemed like he was understanding what was going on and liked to see change go on more than anything else.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go like all hard ass on him, but I would, if he's not the coach, because like documentation I got says he's not the coach of the kids. He's he said that the him and another his school, Aguilar school, and another school are together, correct, and they have a football program, but the other school's head coach is the one that coaches those kids. He just takes them to the school.
Okay.
From documentation I found. So, I mean, I don't appreciate like I mean, if you're going to come out here and try and make yourself seem like, you're trying to do good, you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You're getting the kids out there. At least they have a football program. I mean, you need to get those three kids that sat at City Hall the night that I was there eyeballing the shit out of me. You need to get those kids in a fucking football program because they ain't got nothing better to do but stare at people. And, it's I mean it's not intimidating, don't get me wrong. I mean, I laughed at them the entire time. It's just they need something to do, man. Start a Boy Scout troop, something, bro. Like
Um,
y'all need to like start getting like some community services going on for these kids, like a skate park or something. Like for real, you got a slab of concrete in the middle of freaking Aguilar, but it ain't nothing. Go build them a freaking skate park, man. Like have some fun. That's what that lottery money should be going to.
yeah, that takes a board that's working together to do something like that. I think.
Right? I mean, I thought we started getting places, but then we started going back to like the circle game and going back to stuff that I thought we already hashed out. So I
So
don't know. It
so
was
so for the chat, how many of you guys caught the show last night? Anybody in here catch the show last night? We did it on my page. We actually brought a bunch of the government officials together on my page to let them speak freely. Kind of hash things out maybe a little bit. Something a little longer than the max of 1 hour town meetings that they have, you know. The show ended up going 4 fucking hours and we still weren't done. So
right.
just tells me that the board meetings are way too infrequent and they're way too short, right?
Right.
You
I
know,
kind of agree on that one.
but I don't see nobody in chat that's seen it. So this recap will be definitely entertaining then.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, just due to the basis of a couple of things that were said and done, it just kills me, bro.
Hey, the funniest part to me was when he says, "Shut up, lady."
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, that one even took me off guard. Ooh, that was some nice lightning clap.
I'm gonna have to make a short of that for sure.
Right? I mean, that whole video is just a gold mine of shorts. If you know what's going on and, you know, the whole story behind it. It's especially even more funny if you have a personal touch to it.
Right. I see not burn up there.
Not Vern is up here.
What's up, not burn? You're muted.
Stop with your intimidation tactics, not Vern. It's not cool, and it won't work. Stop staring at me with that blank face.
Goddamn, Vern.
That's a scary face right there. Don't mess with that man. Don't mess with that man. He's a pretty scary guy right there. All right, so let's see here. We got the very beginning here. I'm going to bring it up. I don't know where you want to start with this, good citizen, but we'll start it out from the beginning, give people a taste of where we started from, and maybe we'll start skipping around and we'll comment on this.
Right on. Screen around a little bit here. Let's see how we want to do it. Yeah, we'll do this layout right here, I think. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? I see Robert Wolf in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. The other 5 of you that ain't chatting and are just watching, we appreciate you too. Tonight we got you people, and we got Adam, code enforcement / emergency management. Adam, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hey, thank you for bringing me on the show. So, of course, I'm Adam. Obviously I work for the town of Aguilar. I initially got hired on as emergency management coordinator. Then they added code enforcement officer, building inspector, a little bit of history about myself. So I'm a retired captain EMT for my fire district, lived in several states, and I opened a business up here in Colorado. And here I am trying to help the world.
Right on. Yeah, and Aguilar, it's a nice little town. I mean, I can see the draw here. It's nice, and especially like I've seen you got some wildfire experience. I mean, I can only imagine that'd be a valuable resource around here, being in the forest like we are. So, yeah, I appreciate having you on the show. That's for sure. You know, we've been open to have anybody on the show. from the town of Aguilar. So far, only a couple
Yeah.
have made it up here, but
That's what I
we do.
like about you guys. You're open to have anybody on, speak your mind, and I really appreciate that about you guys.
Yeah, we won't censor what you say or anything like that. You know, it is what it is. You're free to talk here and express your opinions. You know, I mean that's all we got at this point is mostly our opinion.
All right, let's pause it right there. So that's a nice little introduction to Adam. Adam is the code enforcement emergency coordinator and building inspector for Aguilar.
Yeah,
Um,
first time
Hold
on
on.
our show.
hold on. Oh wow, that's fucking crazy, man. That guy only makes $12.50 an hour.
Yeah, 1256.
But wasn't it? No, it was 13. No, it was 12.75.
Right.
I don't know. I can't keep the numbers straight. They said so many numbers last night about how much money he's making, but still it was like well below. It was somewhere around $13, which kind of kills me. So code enforcement only makes $13. Building inspector only makes $13.
Yeah, who's Barbara Hill? I don't think we met Barbara Hill yet, have we?
I don't think so.
But she's making about the same.
Melvin, Crafty Cat, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, because they don't have the title next to their name either. There's a
Right.
couple. That's what I told you. There was a couple of names on here that I was like, "Who are these people?" Because I have not even heard, like I haven't even heard their names be brought up, but they're on the chart here.
Well, we met Lillian, remember? We met her.
Yeah, that's the librarian.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She was an awesome woman. Yeah, that's the librarian right there. She gets a monthly salary, so that's not too bad, but still kind of low if that's what you're living off of.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a couple of names on there that I don't think I've been introduced to yet, but they're on there. But all those prices seem to be pretty low as far as hourly pay is concerned. I would think like an administrator is a salary job or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Exile one.
I met Joseph. I met him the other day.
Right.
So he's down there at the 1256 as well. But he's a younger kid and he's learning some skills. So I could see being paid that when you're learning, right? He's learning. He'll have life skills to take from that position in the future. So I could see that kind of pay. He's younger kid. He's actually Derek's kid. So I met him last week. Seemed like a good kid.
Right.
I mean, he's doing pretty good for himself because he's making the same amount of money as Adam, and Adam has all those certifications. So he's doing pretty good for a kid.
Well, and my whole thing is Adam, from what it sounds like, he's got a lot of certifications himself. So wouldn't that garner more pay than just $13 an hour? I mean, sorry, $12.50 an hour.
Yeah. I mean, he seems happy with it, I guess.
Well, I
Makes,
mean,
he makes it work.
yeah. I mean, he does mention that later how he's got a Hummer, an Escalade, a business that brings in what was it? It was 400,000, 263,900. What was it? I can't read my shit here.
Something like that.
I didn't memorize my shit here. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
I'm slacking. I'm a little tired here. No, it's 250K every year. Spot on is pretty much what he said he makes, just from his business, one business alone. So I mean, the guy's pretty well off. but we can't figure out why he's doing it for 13 an hour. He says it's, to help people and to keep himself busy. All right. I'll take that. All right, let's see here. Let's see here.
Opinions, but we're making our way. We're making our way around,
Mm-hmm.
You know what we really appreciate is the truth. We really like
Right.
the truth, though. I mean, truth is top in our list.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta say, go ahead.
Burn just came in. How you doing, Burn? Good to see you.
I'm doing good.
I thought that's not burn.
That's
Yeah,
not
not
burn.
Burn.
Not burn.
I'm burn.
Everybody's Burn these days, I think, because Burn did it.
Damn that burn.
Yep,
Damn him.
Burn did it. Yeah.
Burned it.
Burn is full.
Damn him.
So,
Is anybody confused yet on who's talking?
so some of the issues that you see in Aguilar, Adam, what would you think could be done better? Like we talked specifically even to your job the other day about taking photographs, right? Like things like that. Is there anything else that you have thought of that would help the town?
Speaking of the photographs, I think I was in the town council meeting and some lady, I don't know who she is, but she mentioned that. I'm like, that's a great idea. I mean, it's the best idea ever. So exactly, everybody can see what I'm saying, and they're clear and there's no confusion about what needs to be done or not done. And I can agree with you guys on the transparency thing. I kind of feel like sometimes we're in the board meetings, we're not moving forward. We're just kind of stuck in a little ruckus of sorts, and we need to move forward. The town's a great town, like you said, and we just need to move forward with things and get the community good. It's a great community, like you said.
It is.
So we need to get moving forward. Do you know why this stream here that we're covering is almost 4 hours long?
4 hours.
Because we couldn't move forward.
That's a fact.
We kept coming back to the same fucking subject all night long.
Chasing our tail.
I'm like, come on. We think we move forward, and then we move like fucking 20 steps back, bro. Like it was crazy. 4 hours of seriously going around in a giant fucking circle. I mean,
Yeah.
great guy. I love his enthusiasm, and I love his sense of humor. The whole thing.
Well,
needs
and the
to
fact that he came up on the
chill,
show, that says a lot.
Yeah, I give him props for that. He came up and he gave us a lot of compliments, and I give him a lot of compliments. You know what I'm saying? It's just between everybody, it just seemed like it wasn't moving forward like it should have been, because it kept coming back around and we were playing the circle game. So just a very long stream with some certain people that want to go around in circles. But I mean, great guy, great concepts. They believe that stuff needs to change, but is it going to change? Can't really tell you. I tell you what, I'm going to bring. What is this? Right here. Oh, this is when Tyra came in. So we did have Tyra come in last night, and I want everybody, I'm going to ask everybody to pay attention to how she speaks, the questions I ask her, and you make your own opinion on whether she answered my questions, or give me your opinions on this whole encounter, because it kind of like took me off guard a little bit. So we'll bring it back.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't planned to be on the show. I had planned to have Fake and Bacon on the show, but Tyra was a surprise guest.
Yeah. She was in chat. She had an opinion. We let her come up. Today was supposed to be Tyra Day, but apparently she
Yes.
had the whole day free, but then had to go to Denver.
Yeah.
So
So
Unfortunately, she's in Denver, but we're doing the show. So here we go. Let's start this out, man. Let's bring it up.
Yes.
that's understandable.
So wait, the town's FOIA request got forwarded off to the town attorney.
No. Somebody said I need to do that. Send it to the town
Oh.
attorney, and he's the one responsible for that.
Oh,
I mean, your request wasn't unreasonable. It's a simple thing, but I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
well, yeah. I mean, I requested it before, but I haven't gotten the information.
What happened? Hello?
I hear you, Adam.
I'm sorry. That was me.
All right.
I had it on mute.
All right.
I wanted to call a point of order there because we were talking about the FOIA request that I had sent to him about tickets. I wanted to know the amount of tickets that were written by him, not by anybody else, by him within the past 2 years. And, I wanted the different counts between code enforcement and traffic violations. I also wanted his certifications that would tell me that he's qualified for traffic enforcement. So I asked him for that, and then I didn't receive anything. I asked him if he received my email. He goes, yeah. And I asked him, well, what's going on? And he goes, well, I talked to Tyra, and Tyra told me to forward it all off to Dan Hyatt because Dan Hyatt handles this. So why am I being told if Dan Hyatt handles the FOIAs, why am I being told to go to Tyra? But then how does Dan Hyatt know how many tickets were written?
Right. Yeah,
'Cause,
it's
I mean,
like,
he's
so,
not
so
in
should
that-
we just send our request right to Dan Hyatt from now on, or how's that
Right.
work?
I'm kind of confused on who the actual FOIA person is now because words are a big thing. I've always been a big key on that. Even I stick my foot in my mouth and out my ass a lot of the times when I speak because it comes out all wrong. But it's just the way that some stuff is worded and how it goes down just sets off a few flags for me. That's all. Here, well, Tyra's about to come in here. Let's continue.
So I figured I'd go.
They're all
I'd go
simple.
directly to the-
Go ahead. Or is that him?
What? It's just getting them returned has been
I'm confused.
been proven difficult.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I could do something here real quick. Hold on real quick, guys.
I mean, you don't have to provide the information right now. I was just wondering if you got the request because the first email that I tried that I was given was no good. It didn't even exist. So
Right. Tyra said she's on now. I don't know if that's true or not. She said she's on now. I called her.
Is she
Here's
in the
what I tell you
basement?
guys too is that so I hear about all this stuff, shady things, non-transparent things. I got to tell you guys, this is God's honest truth. If I knew there's something shady going on, I wouldn't be a part of it. I'm done. I'll tap out. I'm good. I get my retirement check. I just need to see something because I've never seen anything bad happen. Maybe I'm the ignorant person. I don't see it and I'm blind to it, but I'd damn sure like to see.
What happened? We stop again?
No, yeah, we stopped again.
Okay.
My mouse isn't working. I'm trying to get that freaking thing fixed. Hold on one second. All right, so I'm back on. You know what we call that? Good citizen, what do we call that when somebody does something like that or states something like that? Do you know?
I mean,
What's up,
guess
John
I'm-
Eagle?
guess I don't
The
do
legal term for that is plausible deniability.
right.
I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. I didn't witness it. I don't see any documents. I have no part of it. I work in the same agency, but I have no knowledge of it. Plausible deniability. Not
Right.
throwing anybody under the bus, but technically not throwing yourself under the bus either. That's technically the Fifth Amendment. I mean, without you saying anything, you can go, I plead the Fifth. But, if you're think that you're, going to get over on somebody, in my opinion, you would go above and beyond, in my opinion, and state that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never seen anything like that. Kyrie, there?
I'm here.
Yay!
Hey,
Yay!
welcome in.
Hi guys.
How are you doing tonight?
Amazing.
Right?
That's awesome to hear. So, what do you have to say from
Don't
what
you
you've
see
heard?
my
I
name
mean, I
on
know.
the?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're probably on a delay.
No, I said, did you see my name?
Oh.
Tyrant?
Oh, nice.
That's
That's awesome. Hey.
Gotta live up to the name, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
You do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That's not funny
Really?
to laugh at
You're gonna
because
be
it's
like
just the
this?
wrong.
So what's going on? We need to find out the truth here.
Right? That's what the people want to know is the truth.
I guess we ask her questions first.
We might be on a little bit of a delay there, Tyra. So, what would you like to talk about, Tyra? I know you had some comments about what was being said. So, how about you say your piece?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for starters, about the whole water situation thing, this goes back many, many years. It just didn't happen overnight. So pointing fingers and telling people they dropped the ball and did this or did that, that's not the point. The point being is we all need to come together and get it done. This has been going on since like 2000. We were in water court case for many years. And
That's two people now that say, hey, we got to get this done. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Wait, hold on. 3, because Vern's been saying it the entire fucking time. Right? That's 3.
held up a lot of things. We had opposers in the court case, which were 2 of them. And so, I mean, it's a lot. Everybody thinks it's just, tap your finger and it's done. It doesn't work like that.
That's
You know, like
understandable.
no one has said that at all, but you're trying to gloss over the dropping the ball time after time as something
drop
that
the ball,
didn't
Vern.
happen. Well, you know what? There's newspaper articles saying that the ball was dropped, the deadlines were
Didn't
missed,
your
and all
Danny
this.
Stone attorney and the water attorney tell you that it was not Aguilar's
Tyra,
fault?
can I
It
interrupt
was
you?
SPM?
Can I interrupt you? Hey, so guys, do we all believe what the news says to us? I don't. It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, obviously, it's very knowing that Vern does have a problem with me. And the thing about it is it's not me personally. Everybody is responsible.
And I'm pretty well sure that I've called everyone out on it too. I haven't been just attacking you.
Oh,
I've
you have.
attacked you.
You want to see the 1,000-page text messages off of your page? You're disgusting.
Hey,
And why
we're
are
not
you
learning.
even on a private page that you should not be on?
You
It's
shouldn't
Aguilar.
either because you're a council
It's
member
a
too.
private
You
group.
abide by the same rules too. So you can't be a citizen and a town board member.
What? Excuse me? I can't be a
Right,
citizen and on the town.
In
Well, I
fact,
can't be a
that's
citizen
how.
either. Where's my First Amendment right?
Hey, let me stop y'all. So when I told you I was a federal officer for 6 years with USDA. Now it's fucked up. I don't agree with it, but when I got on, they made me sign a paper. If I want to work for USDA, I got to sign a paper saying I won't speak out against the government. Do I have to have that job? No, I could have declined it, but I all right, I'll sign this paper, and you're taking my First Amendment right away from me, but I agreed to the job.
True story.
You know what, but
And
the only thing that I signed off on is I will not talk about what happened in executive session. If it's public information, I've got the right to say it. And if it ruffles someone's feathers that I tell the truth, then so be it. I don't just attack Tyra. I attack the people about, oh, come on, girl. I attack everyone about the water. I attack them about this. Okay.
So
See,
the
Tyra,
papers
not-
were my name has not been on one of your Facebook page things that hasn't said something about me. You have said mean things about me. You've said hateful
Yeah.
things about me. And
I
still
made her
make
lips
it-
move. I made her
Yeah.
lips move. Woo! I did that.
I've- I've said mean and hateful things. Yes, I have, but they're truthful things. So
They're
you
not.
know what?
No.
But what I
All
am
you know is
saying,
rumors.
I am saying, please don't overtalk me. I am saying on Aguilar for Aguilar, a private group for a select group of people
Exactly.
that the
So with-
government has absolutely no right to monitor or interfere with.
Vern?
Then.
Tyler, hold on. Vern, I agree with you. The government has no right to intervene with that. But if it's transparent, let all of us be on there. Let Tyra be on there. Let me be on there, so we can speak our piece too, and not just hold it closed to certain few select people. Let all of us be on there.
That's what makes it a private group. And what happened whenever I did start it with an open group, but then there was people who were making threats that they didn't want the people to be able to speak. They wanted to make threats and overtalk people and to cause problem. This is a group of people like the NRA. They have their private meetings. They don't let the non-NRA people in, that way that they can have their private talk.
Guys, but if it's
and be able to say
transparent,
something.
if it's transparent, let all of us be on there so we can all say, at least defend ourselves or say something about it. Don't
But
do
this
it
page
to
is not
like-minded people.
transparent. Do you not understand private group?
But if it's transparent, let all of us be on there and
But
speak
it's
like you
not
guys are for.
transparent.
Has anybody caught on yet? I mean, I'm going to try and skip past this a little bit because seriously, this goes on for a while. But has
It
anybody
circles,
caught
yeah.
on yet? I mean, if it's transparent, not Vern, why can't I be on there?
It's a private group.
Right.
Is that sorry. I'm trying to keep a straight face here. Is that kind of like confidential public information?
Right. It's confidential private information that I want to share with friends, family, and constituents, not the opposition.
Right? Oh, my friend.
And anybody
Pulling
can
me
make a
over
private
here.
page. It's not hard to do, right? Like, and you can invite just your friends, and it can be used
Right.
for anything. You guys could talk about disc golf and whatever.
Right.
This page just so happens to be kind of focused around government.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of
And
fun,
I don't
man.
care. Hey, if Tyra and Adam want to start a page, let them. I don't care.
Well, right, and that was the point. And I explained that to her. I explained to her because she seriously doesn't understand the whole aspect of the whole government work is at work. And then she's a citizen when she's done work. Once she clocks out, she's a normal citizen. She can do anything. She can say anything. She can put up anything that she wants to. Now, the downfall is she's a government employee. So if she does something stupid, of course, even if it's out on her public shit, it's going to get her in trouble.
Right.
So, I mean, she's got that to worry about. Most of us don't. Me, always, because I'm always fucking up, like at the beginning of the show, leaving it private until like halfway through the fucking second song. Stupid you people, pulling you peoples. So, kind of crazy, man. All right, let's, I don't know how long this goes on. Let's see.
Your guys'
It is-
forum, it's
You're not
transparent.
welcome there because I'm not going to have a bunch of arguing like going Do you know what private group means?
I absolutely do. But if we're
That
transparent,
was
let's
4
all
minutes.
Okay. Yes. Because around here, the like-minded people
Damn.
get
That was another
harassed.
3 minutes.
They get
Now,
right?
Adam, hold on. I know
No, you're
I
good.
don't want to stop on you, but I want to go off of a point.
Mhm.
This is why they're
Can be a citizen. How
private page,
Oh.
like he can't.
God damn it.
Okay,
I double tapped.
try and go with the same thing. We're trying to stay on track here. So, what is
right.
the reason for your private group? Why do you have the private group? Because he's saying if you're going to preach transparency, why aren't you transparent? Why do you have a private group that is all like-minded?
Okay. Yes. Because around here, the like-minded people get harassed. They get, you
By
know,
who?
by the people who don't agree with us.
If you don't agree with them, you're not involved.
Excuse me?
it's
If you
okay
don't
to
agree with you, you're
disagree.
not involved.
Tyra was breaking up. I didn't
Yeah,
hear what that was.
I'm saying if they don't agree with you, then they're not going to be involved in it, and that's not fair.
Hey, now
But you're trying to tell me that though I have the First Amendment,
we experienced that ourselves here, right? Because when we first showed up to this town, they didn't agree with us, and so we was kind of a little outcasted, right? So I mean, personally, I guess I can say like I felt that because they ganged up on me online and on you people and how we're full of shit and we're harassing and all this fucking shit that we weren't doing. We were just strictly, we went in and asked some questions and got thrown the fuck out. So yeah, I guess I can see that, right? Like looking at it in hindsight. I mean, obviously now everybody's talking with us, but for the most part, but that was not the case in the beginning. They did try their tactics to think that they were going to get rid of us. Right?
Right.
I mean,
I mean,
we have the screenshots and whatnot from we were bashed plenty by I'm guessing the opposition. I don't know what to call them, but they didn't agree with us filming in town hall, and so we were all kinds of things, everything except for good people, right?
right.
So I could kind of see the benefit of having a private group so you don't have to worry about all that bashing, I guess.
Well, I mean, we heard it numerous times from emails from residents as far as they didn't want to give up. I mean, they wanted to give up information. They did. We got a story, but we were told, please don't publish it because it would link back to certain people and they didn't want their house burnt down.
Right.
I mean,
And that happens. It does happen here. It's not like it's an illogical fear. Like it has happened in the past. So it's not like you're seeing boogeymen, right? Like it's fucking happened, dude.
Right. Well, I mean, there is that story about the guy that was like literally right next to the fire department and his whole house was a total loss.
Yep. And all of his guns disappeared and there's an investigation. I heard a few people speak on that. Haven't got to the bottom of it yet, but
Just
yeah.
what we're hearing, allegedly.
Just what we hear, yeah.
And you know, it's funny when we usually go allegedly, we usually find some sort of documentation to follow up with that allegedly.
Usually.
So, usually, it might not always pan out. That's the downfall to, what we do. But, oh well, sometimes, 3 years worth of paperwork gets shredded.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Allegedly.
Official town paperwork, 3 years worth gets shredded.
Right.
Just randomly. But all good audits, right? All good audits.
Saving
Everything's there.
space. They were just saving space, man, cleaning up the clutter.
Telling you. There's just so many stories coming out of this small little town. How is it possible not, Vern? Vern, this is too small of a town for this many stories to be coming out of.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Very much so.
Everyone here has been afraid to confront the town, and these are not just stories. People's homes get burnt down, they get run out of town, or they get shot, or they just disappear. That's a fact you could look into. So the people here have reason to not want to speak.
Well, and I mean, it's not only that, but I mean, good citizen. Shit, man, I'm sorry. You got to let me know when we're start working, man, so that way I can get up there and at least you'll have a little bit of backup with you. But, I understand you got not Vern, you got Robert and whatnot and so forth, but I think we're going to have to start hiring some security out there. I mean, we've got some pretty ballsy motherfuckers and some pretty fancy fucking cars rolling up on you. Isn't that right?
Yeah, they want to learn the hard way.
Well, what do you mean they want to learn the hard way?
I'm a hell of a nice guy until you fucking try to intimidate me, threaten me, or put my life in danger. Then I'm not fucking nice one bit. Not even the littlest.
And we all practice our Second Amendment rights also.
Right.
Right.
Because all these people that keep rolling up on me, they might catch their ass as a surprise one of these fucking days. Because I don't play like that. I'm not intimidated by it. I'm guessing that's what it is in intimidation tactics, but it's not working. So far, I haven't budged 1 inch. If they haven't figured that out yet, they obviously got a little learning to do,
Back in my day, when I used to intimidate people, I used to at least walk up and stare them in the eye and tell them that I was there to intimidate them. Not so bluntly, but, I'm pretty colorful with words, so you would get my gist when I was there. And either A, I kicked your ass, or B, you kicked my ass, and it was a good fight. I've lost fights, but I don't know. I'll never back down, bro.
Right.
Never back down.
Yeah. I don't do this because I'm afraid.
Right? We're gonna call the cops on you. Ha 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 ha. That should tell you something.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah, and around here they don't even show up, so
Right? Right? All right, so let's listen a little bit here.
right, I can't have the group. Well, here I'm
You
not going to
do,
go.
but
I'm
so
not
do
gonna
we.
say that
Don't we
because
have our First Amendment rights too, and we can speak
Yeah,
our
we're
minds
still
too?
talking about
That's all I'm
this, and I
saying.
skipped ahead.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
want to
then
be
do
a
it.
group.
Do it.
Well, I mean,
Start your own-
you can
start your own group.
start your own group, Tyra,
And don't let
have
me
like-
in it and talk.
for real, but it's not about that. And I understand where he's going with it. So I mean, but anything
is
that's
a council member and part of the government, and he can do a page like that, plus his First Amendment right, and be a citizen. How is that possible?
hold on, let me explain it to you, Tyra. Okay, I'll break it down for you. So, even though he's the council member, so you're town administration, right? Like when you're working, you don't have those rights. I can come in, I can record, as long as I don't go in your office. Anything publicly accessible that is accessible to the public, public forums, lobbies, whatnot, so forth. I can videotape in there, right? When it comes to your office, unless the door is open and I'm there, I can film into your office from where I'm at. I can't go into your office, but I can film from where I'm at, right? But once you leave that office, you're a citizen. You have all rights. You have a right to start your own Facebook page. It can be private. You can talk about what you want on that private page, like he can, okay? So there is no problem with that, Tyra. You can do that. We're not saying that you can't. The problem is like handling town business on a public forum when you're going on to those public, there's different regulations to Facebook. There's private, there's friends only, and then there's public. You know what I'm saying? You're restricting the vision of what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? And I understand where you're coming from. He's digging at you. You're digging at him. We've been digging into you. But unfortunately, Tyra, why is that?
I don't.
And I'm
care.
not
I
saying
know
that
it.
I'm not saying you're in the wrong. I'm saying look at it from a logical standpoint. Why do you think we've been digging into you so hard?
And that's fine. But the thing about it is that when the information is provided to him, he comes on the show and it makes a lie. He doesn't tell the truth.
Yeah, but
But they can't catch me in a lie, though.
Like, how hard was that left turn that she took? Did she miss Albuquerque with that one?
I think she missed Colorado.
Shit, I think she missed Colorado. I think she missed the whole United States with that fucking left turn that she just took. Like, she did not want to answer that question. Here, I'll give you the answer. You know, the answer is because you're at the top, other than the mayor. But I've been told the mayor don't do nothing but come to the meetings and bang gavels and yell at people and tell them have a nice day.
He changes out the trash bags on Main Street every once in a while.
Oh, and changes out the trash bags on Main Street every once in a while, but doesn't get a paycheck. So you're the top person. That's why we dig at you, because you're the top person. You're the administrator. You're supposed to know what
She's
is
the most
going on
powerful.
with your town.
She is the most powerful, like overall, as far as duties go. She holds a lot of power. And then you add in that power with the fact she's been here her whole life, 30 years at least or whatever, so then she knows people as well, right? So yeah, she has power. She has power. I mean, nobody can say she doesn't have power. She does have some power.
Right. Some.
Now how that power is used, that's yet to be decided, right? Like, or is she using the power for good? Is she using the power for bad? Right? Like that's what we're getting into,
Some. I think you're being generous with some. Not even generous with some. You're being skimpy with some. I mean, when
This
you
is more
handle-
like an episode of Pinky and the Brain.
when you handle more of the finances than anybody else, and nobody else really has access to those finances, to my knowledge. Maybe Sarah does. Does Sarah have access to the finances?
Mercantile was like $2 cheaper.
Does
I
what?
don't know.
Does Tyra have what?
What?
Did you ask about Tyra and the finances?
I said, does Sarah
Oh.
have access to the town finances?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well then, I mean, really, she's got a lot of power in that town, and it's not there's not enough people to do the jobs. That's a lot of power to have, for one person to have in one town. That's a lot of control over that government. Signing
Yes.
documents, getting grants, also controlling the money on top of it with pretty much nobody to go back over with her. And still, we haven't had Mayor Donald up here. Invitation still stands that we haven't had Mayor Donald here, and rumor is he can't read. He can't read. He can't write. Rumor, allegedly. Okay?
Did you send the invitation in writing?
No, I didn't. I sent it in picture form. But that's not the point. Point is he's supposed to be, him and Tyra are the only ones supposed to be handling this grant for the augmentation pond. But if Tyra's not around and he can't read the paperwork, who's going to read it to him? Because he can't memorize that fucking paperwork before it's handed to him. right?
Yep.
So he's gonna have
Yep.
to have
Right.
somebody fucking read it to him. And who would that person be? In my opinion, if Tyra's not there, it's gonna be Mark. So
No,
Mark's
in
lost
reality,
lost
it's
it,
gonna
man.
be his wife.
He knows a little bit about a little bit, is what I'm told. So
well, and I mean, from what I'm told, he was the ex-mayor. Or is the ex-mayor. Is the ex-mayor. Was. Is.
Is.
So, I mean, there's a lot of intertwining things going on with this town and the finances and the people that control it, and it's just a huge mind fuck to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it's just a huge mind fuck to me, you know. So, here we'll play this through a little bit more, but I like how she skirted away from my question and put blame back on somebody else.
Information has been provided to me, Tyra, like the email. I tried emailing Adam here, and the email didn't exist. So that tells me you're sending me false information. And then on top of that, I've also had, hold on, please let me speak. I've also had other FOIA requests that I have put in that have not been responded to, and I've not even received it. And like Adam said, it's a simple request. I just wanted to know how many tickets were written within the past 2 years and separate the two amounts. So if it's like a code enforcement violation, I wanted to know that amount. If it's a traffic violation, I wanted to know that amount. If there's requirements for him to be certified to write traffic tickets, I asked for those certifications. It's simple stuff that I should be able to get, but I haven't gotten responses. You see where I'm coming from?
I do.
I totally understand. I get it. But when you want research, that history, trying to find it, it's difficult.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not promise you. I'm not defending her. But we have the day-to-day like functions of the town, and it's challenging. Like if somebody comes up, and let's say 10 people came up or one person came up, it's challenging to produce these documents because the town still has to run. Now,
Right, true story.
Too,
now,
right?
Adam, hold on. I don't want to stop on you, but I want to go off of a point.
Mhm.
This is why there's multiple positions in a government. And from what I'm hearing, Tyra, if you want to clarify this for me, you're town administrator, town clerk, town treasurer. You've got a lot of titles up underneath of your belt, which means there's a lot of work, including you're the FOIA person. So that means that you have to do that research. You have to get it done still within those state guidelines. You can't use the excuse, I'm overworked. You know what I'm saying? No offense. You can't.
I absolutely agree.
I think you're breaking up a little bit.
Matters.
The internet out there so bad.
Terrible.
So,
That's no.
You know what? And I'd like to make a comment here too, because everyone having a job position is coming into question, and me being council and citizen. Let's see. Adam just made a remark about he has to deal with the day-to-day running of the town. Why would that be? Your
I don't. Tyra does.
Well,
I
so
don't,
what
Tyra.
would that have to do with you?
No, it has nothing to do with me. I say she has the day-to-day functions she has to manage. And here's the thing: everybody could say that Tyra, and I'm not defending her. Everybody could say Tyra has all these powers and all this stuff. I don't know if she could. She may disagree with me, but hell, if we could have somebody else and delegate those to other people, shit, that'd make her life a lot
You
easier.
do. It's called the town council.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a powerful person.
Guys, how can we have the town council manage day-to-day functions there? So when decisions have to be made, people need to be paid or whatever the case is. How can we have a council do that and make those decisions if they only go there once a month? And these things happen every day.
Hold on. That's where giving the person that position and job comes into play. Treasurer is a council position, but it's also a job.
Mm-hmm.
The treasurer is the one that handles the town's money. The treasurer is the one that keeps account of it. The treasurer is the one that pays out who needs to be paid out and brings in what needs to be brought in.
Yeah.
That's a job position.
You
Can
know
I
what I'm
stop
We
you
saying?
can
right
call a meeting at any time.
Yeah, go ahead, Tara.
Go ahead,
So
Tara.
I want a clarification here. You know, rumor of this money missing or whatever else that Vern has accused me of. There is no
Wait.
Talk
pre-paying for anything.
about, are you talking about
Okay, wait.
the gambling?
Now, let me bring
That's
this
what you're
up
talking
because
about.
And then for the
Okay,
This-
so here I know it roboted out. I'll clarify because I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the gambling money, the money that comes from the lottery and whatnot and so forth through the state. Each town gets so much money out of the taxes of that money, and Vern couldn't find anything in the budget where that money was going to.
Or how
So-
much, right? Like he couldn't find much of nothing on it in the budget. He said,
Right.
we're not allowed to look at the budget, so we might have better eyes than Vern. We're a little younger, but we don't have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they were. That's what they're talking about here. We'll continue.
this
money,
would
it's lottery money from the state, and that fund can only be used for park increase or parks stuff, community center stuff, and then we also have the Huff Fund, which is only for streets, buying gravel and stuff and things like that. So all these accounts that come from the state, they're audited every year.
Then let me clarify what I said, since you said that I'm saying that this money's missing. What I said was I cannot find where it's at in the budget. You've got to listen
I
to
put
the
it
words
in the
that I
budget,
say.
I have not received it.
But you put in a slab of concrete in the park. What was that money from?
The lottery?
Okay. The lottery money, I could not find the lottery money in the budget. And that's all I said
Yes,
was
it's in
I
there.
cannot. Okay, it's then it's in there. Okay. The words that I said was I cannot find it. But you're saying that I'm saying that you're stealing money. I did not say that.
I have copies. I have copies, and I have it on the tape that you had an interview with them as well.
And what did I say exactly?
The missing money? Well, what did she do with it? Well, I mean,
No,
you don't
see,
understand
now
how it works.
my
internally.
mind doesn't say that I've ever said, well, what does she do with it? I say that there's money coming in and we spend it on things like a slab of concrete in the park. I was at no council meeting whenever the town council said to do this. Okay. And I don't find the money in the budget.
All right, Jeffco accountability. One person has to do all this because pretty much consensus is that nobody wants to take the positions and step into the waiting pool that is Aguilar government right now. I don't know how deep it is. You might need some waist high waders. Might need some neck high waders. I mean, every time I go in there, I find a really deep spot. Kind of like the water tanks need a lot of repair, man. So does their little pool there. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, you hear where what's going on. It's just. In my opinion, I feel that there's a lot of feelings here, Vern. Is there a lot of feelings here, Vern?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hello?
What? Did you fall asleep?
What?
What?
No, actually, I just got back.
Oh, you left. See, you shouldn't leave with your microphone on, because then, I think that you're there.
You want to hear?
Not really.
All right, so we'll get back to this. We'll let Vern situate himself there.
Yeah, get situated.
Tyra, I
Oh,
think you
some
mistook me because I said that. No, I said that, Tyra. I said I wanted to know what happens with the money.
There's
You
too
know what
many
I'm saying?
Verns
I
here.
mean, that's a normal question for anybody that's talking or
That's
knows
fine, but
about
when
the whole
everybody's attacking me
situation.
and telling me that money's missing, and where's the concrete evidence? You
Oh,
know, there's a lot
No
of
one's
on,
property
saying that.
We're not saying it as a factual statement, Tyra. We're saying that he can't find what's being done with that money in the budget. Now, if you have a piece of paper or the budget and the section, prove him wrong, Tyra. Don't get mad. If you've got the proof, no, I know, but I mean, people, it just, I'm sorry. It goes by sound for me. It just sounds like
Right.
people are starting to get emotional, and I want to try and keep it nice and calm and cool and collective. And I'm trying to explain to you where we're coming from, but just show the proof. If he says something, say, hey, I've got this piece of paper. Here it is. Now, now what happens with them. That's the whole point behind having the public
if I could
information, so
if
we
I
can
could say
know
something,
what's going on with it. Go
if
ahead,
I could,
Adam.
if I could say something, why, if he's the prosecutor accusing people of stuff, why doesn't he have the burden of proof? Show his evidence. Like when I was accused of following people to their house, where's the evidence? If anything
The
shady going
evidence
on,
is
show the
everyone in
evidence.
town. Hey, the people that are on this chat right now, text in. Have you seen Adam follow people through town dressed like a policeman in the old Marshall's car? Then there's your proof.
No, he
Tina
hasn't.
and
That's not
whoever
proof.
else,
That's what people
whoever
are
else is
saying.
on there.
Yeah,
that
but
seen him
he's not.
follow-
Again, hold on. I'll explain that. I'll explain this for you too. It's not hearsay. So what he's doing is he's making a factual statement of something that happened to him. Now, is it really? I mean, does he need video or anything? Would a court really ask for video? Yeah, court would ask for video. That would be extra evidence, but that's where cross-examination comes into play, right? And then people would ask you your side of the story and hear your side of the story, and that's where the judgment comes from when it's a it
On my
does.
end of it, where's evidence? Like, I want to see this because I've never consciously followed anybody there.
It is a small town.
I want to see it.
It is a small town, and Alex said that he's an outsider. So let me give you my experience for coming in on my first day of Aguilar. And I got to say that me and Good Citizen were followed around. And when we talked to people, we were accused of being brought in by certain people, which tells me that the town people are very, very paranoid of new people. No offense. I mean, that's small town. I understand small town. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's keeping a watch out for everybody. But then there's also those small town rivalries. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, even with something as big as government or something, sometimes we need to set those feelings aside, if there's any of those feelings involved. You see what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, Vern's only been there for a few years compared to Tyra. Tyra's lived there for at least 16, to my knowledge. Obviously more if she's grew up around there. So, I mean, it depends on your opinion, how long you've lived there. And, it's a
Now,
very...
Vern has said that I spent half my day driving up and down his yard. He says he has a camera there. I want to see this stuff because I've never done that to him. Equally, if I'm being accused, I have the right to see the evidence. And I'll apologize if I did that, then let's see it.
Well, like I was
I've got
saying,
three cameras. I've got 3 cameras on the front of my house.
Okay, so
Every time you drive by,
then get
I
these
can
guys
tell. But see, that doesn't bother me. You're welcome to drive anywhere you want. My property starts at the fence.
But Vern has said that I spend half my day driving up and down his yard. I want to see that because if it's one lie, then you can't trust anything he says.
You know what, Vern? I want to see that too. So let's get into Adam here because this is another circle that we got into for a good couple of 10 minutes or so because it keeps going around to. I want to see
It was a
this
circle,
proof.
wasn't it? We chased our tail there for a while.
Right? I want to see the proof. You know what? So do I. So I had a few questions for you, Vern. Maybe you could answer them because, you've probably been around it and I can't talk to the mechanic or whatever because apparently the person that worked on the vehicles quit. So, um, um, so is the cruiser that he's cruising around in? It's like a SUV, like professional cop car, right? Red and blues, cage, everything, right?
Yes, it used to be the marshal's car.
So it's equipped with a dash cam, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not a very big town, and if he's on official duty of code enforcement or building inspection or anything like that, and he's heading out to said properties, he should have that dash cam on. So, I don't know, I might have to make a FOIA request for a random day, just random, just a random day, and
You mean another request to not get filled?
well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it now gets filled. But I mean, good citizen, I have the feeling here, just from this little bit, and I'm pretty sure everybody else that keeps jumping in and out, so they're only catching little bits of this.
Yeah.
You should really post the link to this video in chat so that way people can come back to it later because I know
Yeah, I'll
there's
do that.
people that work and love to listen to stupid bullshit while they work and laugh because it was very hilarious.
Yeah, I'll do it. For sure. I'll grab
It was
that link
just a-
right now and get it dropped.
I get the feeling that they're trying to wait us out on some sort of statute of limitations.
I think they are on me on the First Amendment rights, except for what they don't realize is I've already filed my complaint, and you only have 120 days on that to file a complaint. I've already done that, so it don't matter how much they play that off. It's already filed.
Well, you said First Amendment, right? You got a
Yes.
First Amendment? Yeah, yeah. What did you file exactly? Can you tell me what you filed? Like, what case law did you use?
I filed a complaint with the town attorney and with the town council itself.
Right. Did you know that you actually have 7 years for a violation like that, Vern?
I did not.
Technically, yeah, technically you got a 7 year span on that because that's technically a 1983 civil rights violation. So you technically got 7 years. Tyra, I'm not waiting 7 years. I'm not playing this game.
Well, and I'm not either. I've got an attorney coming in the first of this week who done the ADA compliance in Trinidad, and he whipped their butt pretty good.
Right.
And all the money came from the town at the end of it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, in my opinion, this was a pretty crazy panel. Just this little bit. I mean, hell, it's only, and we've skipped a lot, and it's only an hour and 21 minutes into this, and it was a 3 hour and 51 minute live.
Right.
So, but a lot of it, unfortunately, I gotta say, is a bunch of circles, Vern.
Yeah. And
Get out of there.
I'm kind of ashamed for my part of it. I got baited into a lot of it.
Yeah.
And part of it, just arguing the same thing over and over again. But it's like, look, dude, didn't you understand that the first 12 times I said it?
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if either A, he didn't understand it, or if he did understand it and he understood that he was fucking with you. See, that's where I'm kind of on the fence right now, because I know a lot of people, that, again, I said, his voice is very familiar, very
Right.
familiar. And the way that he talks and the way he handles himself reminds me of a lot of people out here that do this shit professionally on YouTube, and we call them trolls. No offense. No offense, Bacon. No offense. I mean, there's even good trolls out there. Look at me. I'm a great troll. So, I mean,
Step your game up.
I'm the nicest troll asshole you'll ever want to meet.
Yeah, and I'm not
Not
a professional politician. You know, I got into this to fix something that's wrong with the town, and I have every intent of letting the town have their town back as soon as our rights are upheld. I have no intention of staying in politics. Actually, it's pretty distasteful to me. I come from a background where the people you talk to meant what they said, and there was
right.
consequences for lying, and you didn't play these games.
I agree with you, and I brought that up plenty of times, and we even had a special guest later on in the night. We had 357 come up, and he had a lot of good insight on what he observed throughout the evening. But I think I'll leave that for everybody to go and explore over there on Good Citizen Media's page, so that way, you know, brings him a little bit of traffic. So go check him out. Check out that video and subscribe to him. A lot of great content on his channel.
Yeah, and I listened to what he said. He made some good points, and he brought some things to my attention. And and then listening to it today, I see a lot of mistakes that I made on it. I really didn't get my point across in a professional manner. I let him get to me.
Well, I mean, we've all been there, bro. I've been there. I've been there to the point where I blew up a 2,000 sub channel. But I mean, it was for multiple reasons, not just one. But trolling was a good part of it. But in my opinion, it only made me stronger, man. Like for real, like you got to learn from it. You gotta pick yourself up. That's how I view life, man. Life is just gonna fucking keep hitting you. You know what I'm saying? But you fucking lay there. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get anything done. You gotta get back up. You gotta fucking just push through it and fucking get it done. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to get discouraged. I take every bit of this as a learning experience. They just have a lot more experience than I do in this type of a fight. I'm a fast learner, though.
I don't know. Vern. I don't
Yeah,
know if
last night would have that would have proved it last night.
I don't know, man, because again, no offense to anybody. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm just going to fucking stab you in the back either. But I'll give you my honest opinion here. And right now, I'm still iffy right now. Just from my questions being skirted, from certain actions. My opinion can always change. But I'm a very skeptical motherfucker, and that's thanks to YouTube.
Right.
YouTube is a big fucking reason why I'm so skeptical on people, and I try to read people even more than what I used to. But it's a great teacher. It's a great learning experience, man, because then you can learn how to see through the bullshit. And that's all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to see through the bullshit. I want the truth, man. I just want the
Right.
truth out there. If shit's not getting handled right, just fucking man up. It's not being handled right. Cool. What's not being handled right? Can we fix it? Why is your town hall still not ADA compliant? That's fucking ridiculous. Why is your cemeteries unkempt? That's fucking disrespectful.
I agree.
Like, I don't know how fucking more disrespectful you could fucking be. You're disrespectful to the fucking town people for fucking letting your government get to the point where it is, and you're trying to post blame on everybody else or your jobs. That's all I heard last night. My opinion. That's all I heard last night was throwing blame off here because of this situation, which is a petty bullshit situation. Or I've got too many fucking hats on me. Well, how about you figure out, or I mean, you guys got fucking ads in the paper for the water supervisor and the gas supervisor now. Why not put a fucking ad in the paper for a treasurer?
Or an ADA compliant bid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like shit gets partly done just enough to where, they can get shit done, but not really noticeable. But there's just a lot of bullshit. And I'm trying to wade through the bullshit. I'm just not seeing the bottom yet.
It just, everything gets played off till the next meeting, or I'm still trying to bring shit up from April. That just keeps getting put off, never discussed.
Right. And that's my point. I mean, that shit needs to stop. We got into some good talk, and I thought that we were gonna go and move on from this, and like you guys were gonna start working together, and then we started going back into the circle game again.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's stagnant. I mean, nothing good has happened here in years. There hasn't been nothing passed that I can find that has been beneficial to the town in quite some time.
And there's only one solution to this. It's going to be a new council and a new town administrator. There's no other option at this point. It's became personalities, attitudes, feelings, and how much you could collect off of, how much money can you make? How can you better yourself? None of it's about the town.
Right. Well, Tyra's all about hiring specialists. Maybe, and there's all types of specialists. You'll be surprised what people are specialists of.
Not at $12.56 an hour.
No. Listen to me. Tyra can hire all types of specialists. From what I hear, she hires a different auditing company every year to do it. The state doesn't send in the auditing company. She pays for that audit. So, of course, it's a good audit.
Well, the people here actually, they're missing on this one because we have a right as a group of individuals to request a state audit.
You do. So why hasn't it been done?
You know what? My fight has been to change the council. My whole idea on this, if we get rid of the council, these people that have screwed this up for years, get new people in, then something could be fixed.
See,
right now,
hold on, Vern. You asked me, what was it yesterday? Why people mistake you or don't understand what you say. So, you said there that you're trying to get rid of the council. Now that's going to set up a lot of ears in chat. He didn't mean get rid of council altogether. He meant get rid of the current people on the council, just as clarification.
Right, I do have friends with the backhoe and land, but that's not what I'm talking about.
No, but I've figured out within the last couple of lives that sometimes if it doesn't sound right to me, I need to stop and clarify it, because then I get a lot of weird questions. So, I mean, I completely agree with you, Vern. With the whole council needs to be done. The whole system needs to be filled in with people that, know the job, but don't, is it in the town charter that they have to be a part of the town to be a part of this, or can they bring in people from out of town to take these?
No, everyone has to live in town.
Well, then that really limits you guys on filling up those positions and those people knowing those positions.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's where the arrogance comes into play. Again, Vern, what's the main population? Why don't you give us guesstimate percentage on age range out there? You know, like, is there like a large percentage of, you know, elderly with
Yeah,
medical
you're looking at
problems, or
80% elderly. We're just, everyone here, even the older generation, the kids have moved on because there's nothing to keep them here. And we're starting to die out, and we're at least 80% of the population.
shit? Sounds like Aguilar's about ready to become a ghost town if they don't do something quick.
Well, the
I
kids will
know.
come back in and sell our property, as
Well, it's not about selling the property. I mean, what I'm saying is it's getting to the point now where it's poor control over the government, right? There's
right.
issues, and there's not enough people really to hold the seats that there should be. Like, technically, y'all even shouldn't even be operating in the condition that you're in right now. You're like in, you know, code red right now. Like, I don't understand how you guys in Aguilar have gotten away without the state's vision on you in any way, shape, or form within the last 10 years.
Right. And
So, I
I
mean,
agree. We've got these new problems. Well, they're old problems, but they're coming to the point where that they've got to be fixed. You guys have been hitting it on the water storage here. That concrete reservoir's crap. The lid's got to be replaced on it in the minimum. That steel tank up on the hill, it's rusted through at the top. When I seen the thing of the divers from 5-6 years ago, you could see through the top of this thing. This water situation it's crazy.
well, actually, what you saw on that video, Vern, I found out was an overflow. It looked like a little open window or
Yeah.
whatever, but I think they opened it up to add some extra light in there while they were working.
Okay.
But that's actually an overflow window, and what happens is I guess when it rains and wherever it pulls the rain in from into that tank, once it hits to that point, it just overflows the top. So
Right.
that's what you were seeing. But even in both videos, because we showed video from 2013 in that tank and up to recently, I believe it was 3 years ago, they both had horrible rust, and the newer version had worse rust. But everything's okay. And don't worry about all that like stuff in the middle that's hanging down and all the chunks of, we don't know if it's paint or liner or if it's corrosion. We don't know, but it's, don't worry about that. And you know, there's no filters. There's no filtration even right here on this picture here. This is
Right.
their water report that's inside Aguilar Post Office. And I tell you what,
But that's only one page out of like 25 of the actual report.
right, there's 25 pages there. But look up the Aguilar government website if you would like, and tell me how many pages of a water report that you actually see on there. And yeah, just let me
It's
know if
like
it
one.
says
It's the cover sheet.
yeah. So, I mean, if you want later, whatever. But anyways, you know, it's like there's no real transparency. There's enough to make you feel like secure, like, okay, this is cool. All right, that's cool. But then it's like you sit there and you look under the rug and go, holy shit. Have you been sweeping this shit underneath here for 20 years? Oh my God, do you see all that fucking shredded paper of 3 years fucking worth of town paperwork all shredded? Do you see that?
And people are surprised.
I know, right? I don't get it. I don't understand why people are surprised, but I do believe, you know, I can understand why people are upset on both aspects. People are upset with us because we're exposing it, and people are upset with the fucking, you know, the other side of it because they're finding out that this shit's been fucked up for years and it hasn't been handled right.
And I'm catching a lot of that because I'm exposing it. I'm letting people know what's going on from the inside. And, they keep giving me stupid orders of, well, you can't post this. It's public private information.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Public confidential. And I'm like, you know what? Public means I can post it.
That's confidential public information. Don't you know about confidential public information? Can anybody pull up the federal code for confidential public information?
I've even got emails from attorneys telling me this is public information, but you can't share this because it came in a confidential email, and the people have to send in a CORA request on their own if they want this information. So it's like, well, why can't I just share it with them? Other than it came through your email server. And by the way, you told me real clear, you're not my attorney. You're the attorney for the town.
But aren't you a part of the town in that instance because you are city council?
Well, being on the town council kind of makes me with that, but the attorney does not represent the councilman. He represents the town itself, which is kind of, basically saying he's Tyra's attorney.
All right. So I Googled it. I was looking up confidential public information. And I mean, this might shock some of you guys, but Google don't even know about it. So closest I can find is through the DOJ. Their little disclaimer that they give at the end of their emails and such, but there's confidential information under the Public Information Act. But that's about as far as that goes.
And I think that's what this attorney's talking about, because this stuff's under the Freedom of Information Act, but I'm not allowed to disclose it because it's confidential. Well, I'm trying to stick as close as I can to what's legal. So there are some things that I have not posted, and there's definitely things I have not talked about that I know through executive session I can't talk about. Things that they tried making me say last night. It's like, you know what, I was going to lose composure and tell you everything that happened. That man knew better than I did what happened in a executive session. And the only way he could have done that is Tyra tape records them. He had to have listened to the tape. That's the only way he got all this information.
Hold on, Vern. Who's to say that he wasn't on Facebook Messenger video chat? See? You have to start thinking outside the box, Vern. You have to start thinking more, I don't think those record, so that couldn't really be a government document as far as a video is concerned. But, so, I don't know, man. Like, you got to start thinking out the box. Maybe he did attend that meeting, but he really wasn't there. He just was there through the phone. I mean, I see meetings happen like that all the time, Vern.
Well, the only equipment I seen set up was a tape recorder that Tyra uses. But, you're right. There could have been a camera somewhere.
Well, not so much a camera somewhere, man. I mean, you got your phones. You just set up the phone. That's it. Hey, boom. It sat right there up against the wall. Now you're a part of the meeting. Welcome. How are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, doing exactly what we're doing here. You guys could have a meeting. You guys could have a meeting from your houses and not even have to hit, that little convention center little thing that you guys got there. You guys could be doing it like this. and it could be public. Everybody could be showing up. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't need, you don't have to force people. If 80% of the people are elderly, probably more than likely either ill or, handicapped in some way, shape, or form, so it's hard for
Yep.
them to get around, then and they want to be involved because they live there. They're subject to all the same bullshit regardless what condition they're in, how old they are. So I mean, it would only make sense that, and you'd get perfect fucking audio, Vern. We wouldn't have to worry about no PA speakers. Are you guys listening, Tyra?
Hey, I heard a rumor, and I don't even know where I heard this one. There's so many that goes around, but they're supposed to be working on the audio.
Well, and see,
They
that's
could've
my
been
point. I mean,
Wikipedia.
look, Vern, we all can hear each other, right?
Right?
And what do we do? What do we do, right? So they want their little private meeting, right? They want their little private meeting. Hey, YouTubers do that. We got private meetings after sometimes, we
Right.
hit cut and then there's a private meeting sometimes. And this isn't just YouTube. This is just StreamYard, right? So
Right.
you could put out this link and it doesn't necessarily need to go anywhere. You guys can have meetings, executive, private meetings here on StreamYard.
Right.
And
See
it's
what I'm saying?
recordable.
It's recordable. You can go back. You can hear what people said. It creates a record. You can put it into a database. But then it is a public record. Like somebody can come in and go, look, I want this date's meeting, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, our
keeps
executive
transparency.
sessions are open to the Freedom of Information Act.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's all, man. That's all. I'm suggestion, just suggestion. And then maybe everybody would be able to hear Mary Donald, like, correctly. Or Mark, because Mark likes to sit there with his hand over his face the whole entire time, even while he's talking.
Well, I let them know, what it is. I'm to the point I'm ashamed to be on the council, but I'm not leaving. And the thing that Joe was bringing up last night that I said mean, awful things to him. I did. I said some very mean, awful, truthful things. He just left out the truthful. And I'm not ashamed to repeat what I say. If you're a clown, this council seems to be run by bozo. It's no one listens, no one reads the papers, no one's got a fucking clue whenever you start talking about $2.64 million of that an illiterate person and a narcissistic personality.
No, Vern,
Are-
that's $2,640,000.
Right?
No, I mean $2,640,000. That's what I meant.
Right? Yeah, so that's my concern. It's not, I don't care about his feelings. If he had any respect for himself, he would have put someone else on as a signature.
Well,
And I've never once tried to get that person to be me, but I'm more qualified than he is. I'm more qualified than Tyra is. I've dealt with these kind of numbers before in business. So it's not like it's a new thing to me, but people like Joe Porras, as he has his issues, as everyone does, and he's got his family and his football coaching, bus driving position, and he doesn't have time to be on the council. This council takes time.
well, Vern, he said
Hour a
that
month. 1 hour a month.
1
That-
hour a month.
They do it in an hour a month, but I spend all month getting ready for it. because can you get a picture of this over here
I don't
on your turn your camera on?
I don't know.
I've got a stack of papers here of just since April. And if I stacked them on top of each other, it's probably about 2 foot tall. I've read every one of these documents, and the average person does not have time to do it.
Right.
That's a lot of reading.
Well, yeah, I mean, any government position comes with a lot of reading. Hell, this comes with a lot of reading, and I don't even get paid for it. Everybody
Right.
thinks I get paid for it. I mean, I'm, obviously, I collect
We are
online.
YouTube millionaires, though. I mean,
Right?
So we have
I
that
mean,
going for us.
So
I mean,
I don't
I
know,
don't have code enforcement money, but
right? So it's like, I don't know, man. Kind of crazy in my opinion on all the stupid bullshit that goes on. I mean, hell, even in the main state of Colorado, like the higher up fucking government and shit, they're pulling like secret meetings and shit at night and passing bills without people's knowledge. So it's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
Aguilar; it's fucking everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You know?
Shit's in rough shape, man.
well, the last
Right.
Hummer I had was in the back of a Chevy.
Shit. I hear you on that one, Robert. What's going on? All right, guys. Well, I think we are going to cut it. It's almost been about 2 hours. I need to get off here and get some stuff done before the wife gets home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, if Robert showed up, we got to get off here before he knows we're talking about him.
Yeah, don't. God damn. You and Good Citizen, I swear to God, man. Like, you
Right,
guys can't
right.
keep a secret to fucking save your lives,
Just
bro.
set the stream to private. That's all right. He'll never know.
Right? All right. I'm
Hey,
setting
Robert,
it to
how you
private
doing?
right now. No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody. Much love. Thank you for coming in and listening to us rant. Again, Good Citizen has the link up in the private, not the private chat, the regular chat for that whole almost 4 hour live stream. If you ever find yourself bored enough to sit there and want to
There-
listen to it,
There's a
quite
lot of drama
hilarious.
goes on in that show. I mean, we held basically 20 people the whole damn night. So
Well, I
it's
gotta
of
say,
interest.
I gotta say, for a couple of small YouTube channels to get 4 council members up on one channel to go all hands out
Well-
Thunderdome.
Well, got to correct you. 2 council members, 1 faking bacon, and a town administrator.
Oh, that's right. So town administrator, faking bacon, 2 council members. That's a lot of fucking people up on the panel, man. That was a great panel in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
But they were all there to attack me. Well, it's
well,
what
and
it turned out to
hold
be.
on, no, don't
No,
don't
no, no.
don't nope, don't do that. Nope, let people make their own opinions. I mean, we've already made our opinions on just a couple of parts on this, and
Okay.
to really get context of
Yeah, and
what
feel
we're
free to
dealing with.
leave your comments in the chat. Throw some comments in there. What you guys thought about the show? Like I say, it was almost 4 hours. That's like double what we usually do. But it's all there for you guys, and there's a lot of shit that was talked about, right?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And some of it over and over.
Yeah, some of it over and over, but
And
that's
some
all
of
right.
it, some of it like partially true. I'll go with partially true. I'll be nice right now because
Yeah,
I'll just be a little bit nice. Partially true. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of disillusioned at my first meeting with Tyra, but I am quite impressed with her skirting skills as far as like skirt. I'm gonna go left. Skirt.
but
I'm
no,
not
hopefully
touching
we'll
that.
have her on the show soon, though. I thought Saturday was a good day, but I guess it's just not a
Yeah.
good day.
Well, I mean, we we told her this is her day. We got a hold of her on Messenger. Hey, this is your day. Okay, I'm free all day. Okay, I'm going to Denver. What? This is your day.
Yeah. Some people miss it. Some people miss their whole day, you know?
Don't you hate it when you sleep in?
Golly. I
hate
mean,
it when I sleep in.
hey, when you got so many offers coming to be on a public platform like this, you know, you got to pick and choose.
Right?
You know?
I gotta agree with you on that one.
Right.
Yeah,
Tyra is
gotta-
pretty famous, guys. I mean, over 100,000 views in 28 days on Tyra alone. So she's pretty famous. She's pretty powerful. I'd love to have her on the show.
We're definitely we definitely keep attempting, don't we?
You know?
Yeah, if you could just get that Vern on here.
Yep. Yeah.
You did. It's me. Remember? I'm Vern.
Oh, damn. You see, now you're letting out the secrets.
No, I'm not. Tyra let out that secret. She called me Vern.
Tyra.
And then don't
Tyra
forget
giving away all
about
the secrets.
don't forget about Vern down the street and that guy Vern that came in with that woman Vern, you know, that came all the way out, you know, and wanted to visit this little town and got ignored. Don't forget about that Vern.
And Vern
I
with
think
the pigeons. Can't
I
forget
think
about
his-
that.
I think his nickname is Joe Cool. But
The
everybody
Falcon-
calls him
the
Vern.
Falconeer. The Falconeer with all of his pigeons.
Right?
Yep.
Like, hey, leave my pigeons alone. I like my pigeons.
Yeah.
Always
There's-
picking on my pigeons.
Well, I appreciate you guys, everybody in chat. Thanks for being here. As always, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you. You people, it's been fun.
It's always fun. Don't you know how this works?
I mean, for us,
If
it's
it's
fun.
if it's not fun, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Well, I sure like the peaceful talks that, like today's, a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, not having damn near a coronary does help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Vern was gonna stroke out on us last night.
Oh man, I'm
That's
telling
the
you,
most worked up I've seen him yet.
right?
He's goating Vern. He's goating his ass, boy.
All right.
He got
I
you
fell
good.
for it.
He got you good, Vern. I'm sorry. He
Yeah,
did. He
yeah, he
got you
did.
good, bro.
Yeah.
So, mark one for Adam. Putting one for Adam. He got one.
Yeah, he knows he did it.
Got him.
Things
All
will
right,
change.
gentlemen. Oh, definitely things will change.
No doubt.
And definitely things are going to get better.
It's not a matter of if, it's more when, right?
Right.
So, all right, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Everybody,
Growing up, parents got me a guitar.
Much
Said you
love.
could do anything, kid. You could go far. You could be the president, fireman, race cars. The sky's the limit, kid. So shoot for the stars. So I strummed that guitar every day. Found a passion for music, never went away. I joined a couple bands and played a few shows. Tried to impress the girl in the front row. But soon enough, everything starts to change. As you grow up, nobody treats you the same. They try to take your future and make it real safe. You could be a doctor, accountant, or something sane. But yo, whatever happened to the sky was the limit. I fell in love with music, never thought it was a gimmick. I worked so hard on every tune and every single lyric. My whole identity depended on being artistic. Now you wanna strip that away, so you feel okay? Cause if I make it to the top, does that really say that you shouldn't have given up, that you made the mistake? But if I fail, you feel much better about picking your lane, right? Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon. Yeah, I'ma just do me, you just do you. I swear it's gonna get better real soon. Don't let anyone tell you what you should do. I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. Just keep pushing through. It's what you got to lose. 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 won't give up, I won't back down till the line sinks in underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down. There's nobody stopping me except for me now. I won't give up, I won't back down till the line sinks in underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down. There's nobody stopping me except for me now. And let's be honest, life's a competition. So if I'm going to play, then I'm gonna play to win it. I refuse to sit and rot at a desk all day unless I have a passion I'm working towards, okay? I'd rather be dead on the outside than inside. A bullet to the head than 25 to life in a cubicle alone, just trying to get by, building someone else's dream instead of building mine. If you're hearing me, this is meant to inspire. If you have a dream or if you have desires, a girl in your life that's making you feel.
Okay, are all the haters gone? All the haters gone? True,
Yeah, we're
you
still here.
people. True, you people still here? Because we're still live.
We're
still live. We're still live. All right, for real. I'm going to finish the song. Much love, everybody.
That fire, go fight for her man, go die for her man, cause you only have one life, one chance to do it, one chance to prove it to yourself, so don't lose it. You got this, fam, just keep pushing on through it. One day you'll look back so glad you pursued it. Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon. Yeah, I'ma just do me, you just do you.